The Young and the Restless spoilers. Phyllis's conspiracy pushes Sharon off a building? Could Phyllis conspire against Sharon to get a confession? The only person who is convinced that Sharon is the killer is Phyllis, and she tried to force a confession during Heather's memorial, but to no avail. However, we know that Phyllis is growing desperate, especially since Daniel's freedom is on the line, so in a desperate move, will she corner Sharon and maybe even kidnap her until she gets a confession? Imagine Sharon trying to run away, but she ends up at the top of an abandoned building with Phyllis right behind her. Phyllis then pushes Sharon into telling the truth, but Sharon's leg slips and she falls off the building. I mean, sure, it doesn't seem like Sharon will be dying anytime soon, but in the hospital, Sharon could claim that Phyllis came behind her, forced her to say she killed Heather, and pushed her when Sharon didn't comply. Phyllis's blunder. Phyllis is diving headfirst into dangerous waters, all because she's dead set on proving Sharon is behind Heather's murder. Phyllis was the only one convinced of Sharon's guilt and even tried forcing a confession at Heather's memorial, but Sharon wasn't giving in. Now, with Daniel's freedom at stake, Phyllis's desperation is skyrocketing. Could Phyllis get so desperate that she decides to take things to the next level, like kidnapping Sharon to get her to confess? Imagine Sharon trying to escape, running up to the roof of an abandoned building with Phyllis hot on her trail. Tension reaches a boiling point as Phyllis presses Sharon to admit her guilt. In a heated moment, things take a terrifying turn when Sharon's foot slips and she falls from the rooftop. Sharon may not die from the fall, but that's where the real trouble starts. Waking up in the hospital, Sharon could claim Phyllis pushed her in a desperate attempt to force a confession. Sharon might tell everyone Phyllis tried to make her admit to killing Heather and then pushed her when she refused. Phyllis could end up in serious hot water if Sharon spins this story in her favor. Phyllis might think she's fighting to save Daniel, but she could be digging her own grave. If Sharon plays her cards right, this fall could shift all the power to her, leaving Phyllis scrambling to defend herself. This could be Phyllis's biggest blunder yet, and in Genoa City, it's sure to bring explosive consequences.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.